Hello everybody, my name is Isonoi, your host for today's O's Weekly, joined by... Oh, right. It's gonna be one of those episodes. I hope you don't mind, but let's go ahead and jump straight into some news. From OS, Aspire 5 has just gone live, featuring a newer format. Its biggest and most notable change is removing the picked out song limit. Mappers will now have the freedom to pick out almost any song they wish to use from the featured artist listing. Secondly, Aspire won't be having only one winner anymore. It's actually been decided that there will be categories, with each having its own common theme, such as one category being meant for Aspire maps that rely mainly on its storyboard, and another one would be a category meant for beatmaps that used to be overlapping objects. If you want any more information on OS Aspire, you can always visit the page using the link found through the description below. This week's newest featured artist is Zek, bringing in his wide playlist of EDM music into OS. Already storing over 30 different music tracks, his featured artist listing page can be found in the description below. Japan now has its newest #1 player in OS being Varvalian. With Aspire coming back into OS, Project Loved has also returned, but with a couple new updates and changes, such as newer maps. Instead of being put up every 2 weeks, they'll now be put up every 2 months. Oh wait, every month, giving players much more time to carefully place in their votes. This is just one of the changes OS has done into Project Loved. Of course, just like always, a link to this page can be found down below. FG Sky had his birthday on the 11th of April. Happy birthday to him. The name Adam QS or Adam Cuss isn't allowed anymore. Anyone trying to use his name as their own won't have the option to. This year's OS Catch signups are now open. Registration opened up on April 7th, lasting all the way until April 21st. Gold earns a prize of $150 per team member and the profile badge OS Catch Champion for a year. Silver gets $80 per team member and a profile badge, and finally Bronze gets $40 per team member and a profile badge as well. On Easter Sunday, Team Japan celebrated their first place victory for the OS Taiko World Cup of 2020, with team members Ice, Ikumiya, Kyoshi, Saren, and Yooni. Second place came in South Korea, and third was United Kingdom. Big congratulations to these three, and well done everybody that participated. To start off this week's play section, we're featuring one of OS Weekly's Patreon play, being Kamaro-kun's No Mod 2 Missed Pass on the short version of Flower Dance in AR10 difficulty. Sadly though, the 2 notes missed were during the last 5 seconds of the map. Starting this week off with some speed, we have Freddie Benson getting a good 3 miss run on Flamingo in multicolor difficulty with hidden and double time. Wowie is up next with a 600 PP play on the long version of Halcyon, scoring the best accuracy with hidden. Ryukei's up next, now with both 2 plays. His first one is an FC on Amy's and Meg's extra difficulty, being the first double time full combo on this map. And here's the first double time full combo set on Rave Up tonight in extra difficulty. The first Nightcore and Easy Mod full combo on Highscore and Game Over difficulty had just been set by touchscreen player Goink, scoring 502 PP. Con119 shows up on this week's Ice Weekly with the first hidden full combo on, you know what, I'm just gonna get a German guy to pronounce this map's name for me.
Verflucht.
Wow, the excitement in Kira's voice. He's just so excited for this score, isn't he? Matthew popping into this week's episode comes in with the first FC on the old Junction always in extra difficulty.
I have seen! Yes!
Tycho had gotten its second highest PP score set by Peaceful on Overkill, with hidden and double time being worth 844 PP. Red Pixel is coming up with his 8 miss pass on speed of Link in the last difficulty. Even though we got 8 misses, this is still the 7th lowest miscount pass on this difficulty without any mods. Andros had gotten the best no-mod score on the leaderboards of image material. The first place player for the country Tunisia just got the first 500 PP score for their country on the map Yumachizi with hidden and double time on expert difficulty. The first hidden full combo on Dragon Force's Highway to Oblivion on Legendary difficulty had been set by a secret box, a well-deserved score. And finally, just to end the score section for this week's episode, we've got Dustice coming out of nowhere, setting the first double time full combo in Godspeed on insane difficulty. And that concludes the play section for this episode of Ice Weekly. Big thanks to Hekztai and Smarteyy for doing this week's score screens. A friendly reminder that since we hit our goal in Patreon, we can now afford to keep running weekly giveaways for you all, so thanks for that. So for this week, make sure to enter in on this week's O Supported Tech giveaway, which can be found through our Twitter page. The winner will be picked out next week, so stay alert for that. And well, of course, if you entered in last week's giveaway, make sure to check out your emails and Twitter to see if you were picked out as the lucky winner. If you're enjoying Ice Weekly, make sure to subscribe for the future of To The Beat, and go ahead and leave a comment telling us on what you think of this video. We also have an Ice Weekly Patreon page if you want to go that extra mile to support us financially to help keep running this series as best as we can manage to make it. Now that's all we've got for you today. Stay safe, and we'll catch you all next week.